press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello children, welcome back to the class. So dear children, today I am here with your second unit. So before I start the unit, I just want to ask one question. So dear children, what you see in your surrounding? So ನಿಮ್ಮ surrounding ಏನೇನ ನೋಡ್ತೀರಾ ನೀವು? Of course, you can see lot of peoples, isn't animals, birds, isn't it? Houses, isn't children? And so many vehicles and buildings you see in your surrounding, isn't it? So your second unit name is buildings. So unit number 2, unit name is buildings. So dear children, buildings means, is it only houses? So buildings andre bare adu houses ashte agirutta illa alva. So buildings maybe it can be schools, colleges, hospitals, shopping malls, isn't children? Function halls and offices, and so many varieties of buildings we can see in our surrounding, isn't it children? So here in your second unit there is one short beautiful poem, and the poem name is The Rooks. The Rooks, written by Jane Euphemia. He was England poet and born in 1811 and died in 1898. So the poem name is The Rooks, written by Jane Euphemia. He was England poet and he was born in the year 1811 and died in 1898. So dear children, the rooks, what it means? So the rooks, it is a name of a bird. The rooks, it is a name of a bird, belongs to crow family. So it is a black bird of a crow family. So the rooks, it is a black bird of a crow family. Understood children? So to explain the poem, I'll write the poem on the board. The rooks are buildings. The rooks are buildings on the tree. On the tree, they build. Read with me, children. They build there every spring. Cow is all they say. For none of them can sing. So dear children, here I written your first stanza. So dear children, in the poem we see stanzas and in the lesson we see paragraphs. You should know the difference between stanzas and paragraphs. In the poem we see stanza. Here I written the first stanza of your poem. So you can see that beginning of each lines the word should be capital. Poems in the last starting lines na ನೀವು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು capital letter ಇಂದಾನೆ start ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay. So let's read the first stanza here now. The rooks are buildings on the trees. They build their every spring. Cow, cow is all they say, for none of them can sing. So dear children, in the first stanza you can see that the rooks are buildings on the trees. So here the rook, I already told you that a rook, it is a black bird of a crow family. Okay, so the rook birds, they build their nest. Okay, here the buildings means here refers to the nest. Okay, so the rooks are buildings, they build their nest on the trees. Where they build their nest? They build their nest on the tree. They build their every spring. Here spring means, spring, it is the name of season. Okay, so spring season means vasanta kala anta. Artha agtideya? They build their every spring. That means our nest anna. ಓಕೆ, ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ನೆಸ್ಟನ್ನ ಅವರು ಸ್ಪ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಸೀಸನಲ್ಲಿ, ಪ್ರತಿ ಸ್ಪ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಸೀಸನಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಕಟ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? ದ ರೂಕ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಟ್ರೀಸ್. ದೇ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ದೇರ್ ನೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಟ್ರೀಸ್. ಅವ್ರ ನೆಸ್ಟನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕಟ್ತಾರೆ? ಆನ್ ದ ಟ್ರೀಸ್. ದೇ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ದೇರ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಸ್ಪ್ರಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ದೇ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ದೇರ್ ನೆಸ್ಟ್. ಅವ್ರ ನೆಸ್ಟನ್ನು ಅವರು ಯಾವ ಸೀಸನಲ್ಲಿ? ಎವ್ರಿ ಸ್ಪ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಸೀಸನಲ್ಲಿ, ವಸಂತ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಕಟ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಕೌ ಕೌ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ ದೇ ಸೇ. ಸೊ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯು ಹರ್ಡ್ ದ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೌ? ಕೌ ಕೌ, ಕ್ರೌ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕೌ ಕೌ, ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್? ಸೊ ಕೌ ಕೌ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ ದೇ ಸೇ. ಅವ್ರು ಬರೀ ಕೌ ಕೌ ಸೌಂಡನ್ನು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಹೇಳೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಫಾರ್ ನನ್ ಆಫ್ ದೆಮ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿಂಗ್. ದೇ ಕಾಂಟ್ ಸಿಂಗ್ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್. ಓಕೆ, ಬೇರೆ ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಥರ ಅವರು ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ ಯಾವ ಸಿಂಗಿಂಗನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ದೇ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಸೇ ಕಾವ್ ಕಾವ್. ಓಕೆ, ಫಾರ್ ನನ್ ಆಫ್ ದೆಮ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ಅವರು ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವ ಸಿಂಗಿಂಗನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ದೇ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಸೇ ಕಾವ್ ಕಾವ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ? ಫಾರ್ ನನ್ ಆಫ್ ದೆಮ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರ ಥರ ಕಾವ್ ಕಾವ್ ಬೇರೆ ಬರ್ಡು ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಈವನ್ ಅವರು ಕಾವ್ ಕಾವ್ ಸೌಂಡನ್ನು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ವಿನಃ ಯಾವ ಸಿಂಗಿಂಗನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾನ್ಸಾ? ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದೇ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ದೇರ್ ನೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಟ್ರೀ. ದೇ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ದೇರ್ ನೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸ್ಪ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಸೀಸನ್, ಎವ್ರಿ ಸ್ಪ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಸೀಸನ್. ಕಾವ್ ಕಾವ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ ದೇ ಸೇ. ಅವ್ರು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾವ್ ಕಾವ್ ಸೌಂಡನ್ನು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಫಾರ್ ನನ್ ಆಫ್ ದೆಮ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿಂಗ್. ದೇ ಕಾಂಟ್ ಸಿಂಗ್ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್. ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಯು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾನ್ಸಾ. ಸೊ ಕಮ್ ಟು ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟಾನ್ಸಾ. And children, let's read the second stanza. Read with me. They are up before the break of day. They are up before break of day. Here you have to observe the comma, full stop, everything you have to observe. And when you write the poem, you have to follow these all punctuation mark. And up till late at night. Till late at night. For they must labor busily as long as it is light. So here I written second stanza. Okay children, let's read the first and second stanza here. They are up before the break of day and up till late at night, for they must labor busily as long as it is light. So dear children, let's see the meaning of second stanza. They are up before the break of the day. Here they are means rook birds. Okay, rook birds. They are up before the break of the day. They are up before the break of the day means the rook birds wake up. Okay, the rook birds wake up before the break of the day. That means day start avokina munche. That means surya huttokina munche. Okay, they wake up. ಅವರು ಡೇ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋಕಿನ ಮುಂಚೆನೆ, ಸೂರ್ಯ ಹುಟ್ಟೋಕಿನ ಮುಂಚೆನೆ ಅವ್ರು ಎದ್ದೊಳ್ತಿದ್ರು. ಯಾರು? ರೂಕ್ ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ದ ರೂಕ್ ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ವೇಕ್ ಅಪ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ದ ಡೇ, ಬಿಫೋರ್ ದ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್? ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಪ್ ಟಿಲ್ ಲೇಟ್ ಅಟ್ ನೈಟ್. ಅವ್ರು ಎಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಎಚ್ಚರ ಎತ್ತಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ರಾತ್ರಿ, ಲೇಟ್ ಅಟ್ ನೈಟ್, ತುಂಬ ರಾತ್ರಿ, ಲೇಟ್ ಅಟ್ ನೈಟ್, ತುಂಬ ಲೇಟಾಗಿ ಮಲ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಅವರು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕನೂ ಎಚ್ಚರ ಇರ್ತಿದ್ರು. For they must labor busily. Here I written the meaning of labor. Labor means hard work. Busy means you all know that. So here, for they must labor busily. They means rook birds. For they must labor busily. So rook birds are very hard workers and they are always busy. Okay na? As long as it is light. So ಅವರು ಬೆಳಕು, ಲೈಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಬೆಳಕು ಅಲ್ವಾ? as long as it is light means ಬೆಳಕಿರೋವರೆಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಅವ್ರು ತುಂಬ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು, ತುಂಬ ಬ್ಯುಸಿ ಇರ್ತಿದ್ರು. ಯಾರು? ರೂಕ್ ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟಾನ್ಸಾ? ಒನ್ಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಅಪ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ದ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಡೇ. ಸೊ ಅವರು ಸೂರ್ಯ ಹುಟ್ಟೋಕಿನ ಮುಂಚೆನೆ ವೇಕಪ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ರು. ರೂಕ್ ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಸೂರ್ಯ ಹುಟ್ಟೋಕಿನ ಮುಂಚೆನೆ ಎದ್ದೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರು. ಓಕೆ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಪ್ ಟಿಲ್ ಲೇಟ್ ಅಟ್ ನೈಟ್. ಅವ್ರು ಎಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಎಚ್ಚರ ಎತ್ತಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಲೇಟ್ ಅಟ್ ನೈಟ್, ತುಂಬ ಲೇಟ್ ನೈಟಿಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕನೂ ಕೂಡ ಅವರು ಎಚ್ಚರ ಇರ್ತಿದ್ರು. ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಲೇಬರ್ ಬಿಸಿಲಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫುಲ್ ಡೇ. ಓಕೆ, ದೇ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಲೇಬರ್ ಬಿಸಿಲಿ, ದೇ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ವರ್ಕ್, ದೇ ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ಬ್ಯುಸಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಆಸ್ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಆಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೈಟ್. ಬೆಳಕಿರೋವರೆಗೂ ಕೂಡ, ಸೂರ್ಯ ಮುಳುಗೋವರೆಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಅವ್ರು ತುಂಬ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ತುಂಬ ಬ್ಯುಸಿ ವರ್ಕನ್ನು, ತುಂಬ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ವರ್ಕನ್ನು ಅವರು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು. ಯಾರು? ರೂಕ್ ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್ಗಳು. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟಾನ್ಸಾ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್? they are wake up, they are up before the break of the day and up till late at night, for they must labor busily as long as it is light. So understood the second stanza? They wake up very early, they wake up before the morning and they sleep late at night and they are very hard workers, they do lot of hard work, they are very busy, rook birds, and as long as it is light. So ಅವರು ತುಂಬಾನೇ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು. ಎಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ? ಬೆಳಕಿರೋವರೆಗೂ, ಸೂರ್ಯ ಮುಳುಗೋವರೆಗೂ ಅವರು ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Understood the second stanza meaning? Yes, let's move to the third stanza. Come to the third stanza. Here, and you can see all the lines start with capital letters, isn't children? And many a crooked, many a crooked stick, many a crooked stick they bring, many a crooked stick they bring, and many a slender, many a slender twig, and many a tuft. These words you have to read correctly. Tuft of moss, until their nests. their nests are round and big. Yes, children, come to the third stanza now. So here, let's read the stanza first. And many a crooked stick they bring, and many a slender twig, and many a tuft of moss until their nests are round and big. So here, in the second stanza, I already told you that rook birds are very hard workers. They are very busy, isn't it? So why they are busy? What they are doing? So see here, usually you can say that to find out the food, isn't in searching of food they are busy, in searching of water. But here they are really busy to build their nest. Here, how they are building their nest, see here. And many crooked stick they bring. Here in this line you can see that the rook birds are collecting some items, some things to build their nest. What they are collecting here? And they collect many crooked stick. They bring here ಅವ್ರ ನೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಟ್ಟೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ರೂಕ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟಿಕ್. ಕ್ರೂಕ್ಡ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಅ ರಿಟರ್ನ್. ಕ್ರೂಕ್ಡ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಕ್ರೂಕ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾ, ಅದು ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಬೆಂಟ್, ಕರ್ವ್ಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ನೀವು ನೋಡಬಹುದು ಅದು ನೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಟ್ಟೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಎಂತ ಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ದೇ ಬ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಮೆನಿ ಕ್ರೂಕ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟಿಕ್. ಓಕೆ, ಕ್ರೂಕ್ಡ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅದು ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬೆಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಕರ್ವ್ಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದೇ ಬ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಮೆನಿ ಕ್ರೂಕ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟಿಕ್. Okay, and many a slender twig. Here slender means thin, twig means wooden piece. I written their meanings, you can see. So they bring crooked sticks, okay, and many slender twig. Slender andre thin, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದಪ್ಪ ಆಗಿರುವಂತಹ twig. Twig andre small wooden pieces. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಅವ್ರು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದಪ್ಪ ಆಗಿರುವಂತಹ ವುಡನ್ ಪೀಸಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರ ನೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಟ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಅಂಡ್ ಮೆನಿ ಎ ಟಫ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟೇಲ್. ಮತ್ತೇನ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಟಫ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಸ್. ಸೊ ಸಿ ಹಿಯರ್, ಟಫ್ಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಪೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ರಾಸ್. ಸೊ ಟಫ್ಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಪೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ರಾಸ್. Moss means very small green plant. So dear children, in this stanza you can see that they are building their nest alva. So ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾನ್ಜಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ನೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಟ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ನೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಟ್ಟೋದಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವ್ರು ಏನೇನು ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದೀನಿ. ಕ್ರೂಕ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಲೆಂಡರ್ ಟ್ವಿಗ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ವುಡನ್ ಪೀಸಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಟಫ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಪೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ರಾಸಸ್, ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದೇ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್. ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ದೇ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್? ಅಂಟಿಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅಂಟಿಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ದಿರ್ ನೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ ರೌಂಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಬಿಗ್. ಸೊ ಈ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅವರು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರ ನೆಸ್ಟ್ ರೌಂಡ್ ಆಗೋವರೆಗೂ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬಿಗ್ ಆಗೋವರೆಗೂ ಅವರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ, ಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ವುಡನ್ ಪೀಸಸ್ ಅನ್ನ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅವ್ರು ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಎಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂಟಿಲ್ ದೇರ್ ನೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ ರೌಂಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಬಿಗ್. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರ ನೆಸ್ಟ್ ರೌಂಡ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬಿಗ್ ಆಗೋವರೆಗೂ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ತರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರು ತುಂಬಾ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ತುಂಬಾ busy ಇರ್ತಾರೆ all day, isn't it children? So I think you may understood the third stanza. To build their nest they bring crooked stick, slender twig, isn't it, and tuft of moss. ಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ವುಡನ್ ಪೀಸಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಎಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರ ನೆಸ್ಟ್ ರೌಂಡ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬಿಗ್ ಆಗೋವರೆಗೂ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ದ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾನ್ಸಾ? Yes children, let's move to the fourth stanza now. Let's write here fourth stanza, last stanza. Yes, cow Cow, cow. Oh, what a noise. Oh, what a noise. Oh, what a noise they make in rainy weather. Rainy weather. And good children always speak by turn. Always speak by turns, but rooks all talk together. So it is the last stanza. Let's read now. Cow, cow, oh what a noise they make in rainy weather. Good children always speak by turns, but rooks all talk together. So see here children, in the last stanza we can see that cow, cow, oh what a noise. So in the first stanza I told you that they always make a sound of cow, cow. They can't sing anything, remember? Yes, so here cow, cow, oh what a noise. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಸೌಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಎಂತ ಸೌಂಡ್? cow, cow. It is a noise. So they make in rainy weather, in the rainy season, they make a lot of noise by saying cow, cow. Okay, why they are saying? Because it is a rainy weather, isn't? In the rainy weather you heard a sound of birds, isn't? So they also make a noise by saying cow, cow. It is a noise they make in rainy weather. Good children always speak by turns. So have you observed that good children like you always speak by turns. Turns means ಒಬ್ರದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರು ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಗುಡ್ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ ಆಡ್ತಾರಲ್ವಾ, isn't it? ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಎಲ್ಲ ಗುಡ್ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ಸ್ ಒಬ್ರು ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, isn't it? So they are called good children. So good children always speak by turns. ಒಬ್ರು ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಲ್ಲ, isn't? But rooks all talk together. But good children ತರ rooks ಅಲ್ಲ. So the rooks they talk all together. ಎಲ್ಲಾ rook birds ಗಳು at a time they make a noise, isn't it? They are not like a good children. They talk together, they make noise together. So I think you understood the last stanza also. So they make noise by saying cow, cow. In the rainy weather, they are not like a good children, but the rooks all talk all together. So the rook birds are making noise together. So I think you understood the poem. So let's move to the next. So dear children, here there are some answer the followings. So I'll give this notes separately. Just you have to answer here orally now. Just say the answer orally. Can the rooks build their nest? Think the question. Can the rooks build their nest? Yes, they build their nest, isn't it? They can build their nest. And this next one. Do the rooks sing? Do the rook birds sing? No, they can't sing, isn't it? They always say cow, cow. Are they up in the morning? Are they up in the morning? As I told you in the poem, they are wake up before the morning, isn't it? And are they busy all the day? Think about it. Are the rook birds busy all the day? Yes, they are really busy all the day. Are their nest made of paper? Think about. Are their nest made of paper? No, it is not made of paper. Do they talk along? In the last answer I told you. Do they talk along? Or bare obbre maatadtara? Illa alva. They talk all together, isn't it? And here there are some fill in the blanks. So I'll write on the answer. I'll write answer on the board. First question here. Read and take a look at the picture. Then fill in the blanks. Here there are some fill in the blanks. The rooks build their nests on the tree. Here, first one. The rooks build their nest. Write down the answer. Their nest on the where they build, on the trees, isn't it? And they are up. When they are up, when they are wake up, they are up before the, yes, what? Before the, yes, morning, isn't it? They are wake up before the morning, isn't it, children? And they build their nests with dash, a slender twig and tuft of moss. So here they build their nest. They build their nests with the, as I told you in the poem, they build with the sticks, isn't it? A slender twig, isn't it? A slender twig and a tuft of what? Moss. Moss means small green plant, isn't it? So write down. Fourth one I'll write here. Their nests. Look how it looks. Yes, it is round, isn't? It is round and what? Big. Isn't it, children? And how they talk? They all talk. How the roof birds talk? They all talk. Cow. You have to fill this answer here in the blanks. So this main over. Let's move to the second main. I think you may return this. Yes, children. So, complete the following passage by choosing appropriate words from the brackets. So, here there is one paragraph, and in this paragraph there are some blanks, and to fill the blanks they are giving two options. Okay. So, you have to complete this paragraph by writing the correct answer. Okay. So, first of all I will read, and in between I will say the answer. You have to fill that answer in that space. Okay. Maybe all can fill here, but still I will read now. The rooks are black crow, like birds. They build their nest every, yes, what? In which season they build? Yes, in which season they build? Winter or spring? Tell me. In which season they build? Yes, they build in every spring. So you have to fill this answer in that blank. They are up before or after? They are up before or after? What is the answer? So when they are up? Yes, they are up before the morning. So they are up before the break of the day. They bring many crooked or straight stick. How? What kind of sticks they bring? Crooked or straight? Choose now. So they bring many crooked sticks, isn't it? Isn't it, children? Yes, next one. Sticks, slender twigs and tuft of moss to build their nest round and, yes, how is the nest here? The nest is small or big? What it is? Small or big? So as I already told you that their nests are round and big. Yes, they crow, cow or meow meow. What they make sound? Cow or meow meow. What kind of a sound they make here? Yes, tell me, children. Yes, they always make cow sound, isn't it? In the rainy weather, all the rooks talk together and they don't wait for the others to speak until you good children. So children, in this main you have to fill the answers, okay, to complete that paragraph. And here another 2 rhymes are there. Just have to sing and enjoy. So come to the page number 24. So here there are 2 rhymes, okay. It is very interesting and you may be enjoy. Let's read now. Teacher recites or sing, listen, then open a book and recite and sing in chorus. So I'll read for you. You just have to listen and you have to repeat and try to understand the meaning of this rhyme. Okay, first one in the page number 24. Tomatoes are red. It totally belongs to the vegetable. See, tomatoes are red, beans are green, a brinjal has a crown, just like a queen. Tomatoes are brown, onions are pink, carrots have juice which I can drink. Vegetables make me healthy and wise. So eat vegetables daily with roti and rice. So dear children, in this rhyme you may in this rhyme this totally belongs to the vegetables. See here, tomatoes are red. Have you seen tomatoes? It is red in color. Beans are green in color. A brinjal has a crown. Have you seen brinjal? It has a crown just like the queen. Potatoes are brown. Onions are pink. Carrots have juice which I can drink. Vegetables make me healthy and wise. So eat vegetables daily with roti and rice. So see here children, vegetables make us healthy and wise. So vegetables daily now tinbeku because vegetables make us very healthy. It is very good for the health, isn't? And they make us wise. Wise means intelligent. They make us intelligent and it is also very good for the health. So we have to eat vegetables daily with roti and rice. Understood children? So you have to eat vegetables regular. Okay, it is very good for the health and vegetables make us very intelligent, wise. Okay, let's move to the second rhyme. Now read the following poem and fill in the blanks with the words given below, then recite. So dear children, in this rhyme, you may enjoy, but in this rhyme there are some blanks. First of all, we have to fill it. First now fill madana blanks ana. Okay, I'll read. Okay, in between I'll say the answer. When the sun shines, I can see. Okay, try to understand. When the sun shines, I can see. Okay, my shadow right in front of me. Avan dash ali fill madi. Me. Okay. Once again, when the sun shines, I can see my shadow right in front of me. Okay. When I walk, okay, when I walk, my shadow walks. When I hop, my shadow hops. Fill here. Okay. When I jump, my shadow jumps. When I stop, my shadow stops. So, the rhyme completed. Let's read once again. When the sun shines, I can see my shadow right in front of me. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಇದು ನೋಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ನಾವು ನಡಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಸೂರ್ಯನ ಬೆಳಕು ನಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲೆ ಬಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಶಾಡೋ ಬೀಳುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ರೈಟ್ ಇನ್ ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಸ್, ಇಸ್ಂಟ್? ಸೊ ಅದೇ ಶಾಡೋ. ವೆನ್ ಐ ವಾಕ್ ಮೈ ಶಾಡೋ ವಾಕ್ಸ್, ಇಸ್ಂಟ್? ವೆನ್ ಐ ಹಾಪ್ ಮೈ ಶಾಡೋ ಹಾಪ್ಸ್. ವೆನ್ ಐ ಜಂಪ್ ಮೈ ಶಾಡೋ ಜಂಪ್ಸ್. ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಶಾಡೋ ಅದೇ ಥರ ನಮಗೆ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಇಸ್ಂಟ್ ಇಟ್? ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ಐ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮೈ ಶಾಡೋ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ interesting and you may enjoy these two rhymes. So dear children, these two rhymes are written by Louis Binder Scott. So here I'll stop your second unit, which is buildings. So you on the unit anna nanu ಈಗ stop ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. Next I'll continue in the next class. Until bye, see you.